YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I'm your host, Mary Ellen. This episode is, day 11 and 13 of Mass Make March, which is hosted by Cindy at Studio Lou here on YouTube. She is also on Instagram under Studio Lou. And if you are participating and you're going to share pictures or videos, please tag her using the hashtag MassMakeMarch2023. I am not doing greeting cards at the moment because greeting cards is a whole jelly print thing, and I am not prepared at the moment to be able to do jelly printing. So, what will I do first? First thing I will do is I'll show you the button cards, and then we will do a shaker card. Both of those things are my absolute dead gone favorites. So I will put out, these are the button cards that I was able to make using Cindy's recipe. There we are. Let's arrange these a little bit differently so we can all get them in frame. Let's do that. I could probably cut off the taggy things, but I'm not going to. So these two are playing cards, not a huge surprise. And I used numbers of cards that made button sewing sense, so I didn't use 10, though I'm sure you could use 10. That would look kind of fun if you had very tiny buttons. I had no tiny buttons, so I used 3. And then I backed them, whoops. I have 2 cards there. There we are. There's your problem. Back them as she did on file folder. This one is going to be for my upcoming journal that, if you've seen the dice rolling, you'll know is about apples. And this is not apples, but they are the right colors. So it's a proper green and a proper red. This is a sequence that you can get at our dollar store, and this allows the button card to be flat, whereas this is going to be chunky. So I like that as a solution. I was there today looking for any other kind of fun sequins, and I did not find any other fun sequins. So I have butterflies and I have hearts, but I think butterflies are probably the best one that I've seen so far. This is a punch-out tag that I got from a kit, just 3 buttons. This is getting closer. This is closer to the formula that Cindy had of base on background, sew the buttons, put in the header, and then do the back. The one thing I didn't do that Cindy did do was some inking around here and also around here, which gives it a little bit more depth, and around the buttons. And also she did some stitching. Thought occurs that I could do some quick sort of dash stitching around here if I wanted to. At the moment I don't want to. So we'll leave that for another time. This is one of my favorite cards. I think that one looks really nice, and I think it has to do with the size, the color harmony, the symmetry of the buttons, even though they're all different. And I have also from the dollar store, they have fun little wood print do thingies, and I just took a bunch of them, laid them out, and sort of splattered watercolor on them to give them some zhuzh color. And so this one is one of my favorites. And this one I just tried because I wanted to do something that wasn't red. I was sort of, I opened basically a bag of red beads were on, a bag of red buttons were on top. And I just wanted to not do another red button. So there we are. There's that. Oh, I need to start my timer. Here we are. The timer is more for me to make sure that I'm not going on for 100 days. So my next 10 miles is going to be doing a shaker card. So the shaker card is for the about to be finished garden journal. I think the shaker card is the last thing that I have to make for it. And I have some options here. I did a little bit of work beforehand just so I could save you the agony of watching me try and make decisions. Always a tough thing. Where's the other one? Yes, here. So this is a garden journal. We are doing a shaker card. To me, shaker cards for a garden journal absolutely needs to be seed oriented. So one of the things that I like here is a quotation that says, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant." That sounds just kind of perfect. And I would have that for it as well. And I might end up doing that just because it has the word seeds in it. This is me making up a seed card. So this is a collage that I'm going to put that I would put on top of here, and then create some kind of a border, and then that would be the option. And then the last one is a chives. This is from a herb notebook, thrifted book, and I would trim that off, and then I'd do chives. So we've got 1, 2, 3 options. And so that's our choices. And I think I don't want to do that one, so I'm going to put that one aside. So it's really down to the chives and the seeds, and I might do both, but I'm not sure. Where would that go? Well, okay, so put that aside for a minute. This is possible embellishment. So I have seeds, of course I do. And so I just brought in my little garden stash of seeds. These are money plants. And I think they're called money plants because of this. And so there are little seeds that are in here, and there's probably a scattering of them. I have some unused seeds, so we've got spinach, onion. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to startle everybody. We have indigo seeds. Well, that's unexpected. So indigo is a dye seed. Huh. Didn't know I had these. Wow. Okay, well that's gotta be off to the side. So indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost, harden off before planting, out 1 foot apart, grows best in fertile soil and full sun, keep moist. Huh, okay, experiment. We'll be able to do this year. This is, oh, woad. Somebody's been sending me dye stuff. Well, that's pretty great. This is dill. That's treated dill, and this would be more treated dill, so I don't need, I'm not going to use anything that's got like treatment over top, so put those aside. Peas, fun, but way too big. Tomato, probably really old seed because there's no date. Also no date. What is this? Mixed leaf. And so this is also really tiny. Basil. Cinnamon basil. I don't know what that is. Well, cinnamon basil. Packed for 2020. Okay. For the love of color, natural dyes, kits and classes. So that probably goes over there. And then I've got this little bin here. And what's in this little bin? More stuff. Oh, so this is flax. So flax, when you grow it and you go through about 1,000 different softening processes, becomes linen. And my spinning and weaving guild during the pandemic, we had a project of growing our own flax, and I grew, so everybody got 1 meter by 1 meter seeds for enough for 1 meter by meter, and so that was the plot of land that I grew, and it was very satisfying, I must say. I do love participating in those kinds of things. What the heck is this? What is this? I feel like I should know. I'm just smelling it to see if it smells like garlic. So it's going to be something in my garden. So what is in my garden? So there is going to be columbine, which it could be. I think it is probably columbine, but it could also be poppy, and it also could be chive. But that's an option. These are clippy clips for the what's it, and you have no idea what I'm talking about. It's a fancy plant. I'm not gonna remember it. So there's some more of that. It's a little red parrot stick in the planter thing. Dead elastic. Measuring, picking, and more money plant stuff. So this is more sorting that I probably should have done off camera. Orchids. I knew if I relaxed that, so these are orchid clips. So you put a post in and then they use these little things to just sort of make it stand up straight. So there we are. So those are some nice big seeds. These would be fun to use in some form or another. I think the ones that I have in my garden have died out, so always worth a replant. But let's get rid of anything that we know is fallen off. These have popped. Oops. They do not like being handled. Oh, there's another one that's fallen out. Oops. Okay, enough of that. We'll pick these up and put them off to the side. I need something to scoop these up with. Oh, my kingdom for a piece of paper. I'm just leaning. There we are. There we are. That's all gritty dirty now. So I've got those, and then a bunch of options here. I also have found some beads. Dollar store sells these little containers, and I will explain those in a minute. And I'll take the glare off, some more little bottles of these. And I might have glued shut some of these just so that I could use them as, this is international code, sign language for dangly bit jewelry. So we'll have some fun with that, maybe. And I also have some bead soup. So there is, this comes from a Métis bead worker or beader. She's an artist, and she will send out little packets of what she calls bead soup. So these are all the beads that she has left over. She puts them all into like a big bin, stirs them all up, and then sort of does a scoop, and then sends you a scoop, and then this is the beads that you use for the bead soup challenge. So you can probably find her on Instagram. So again, beads. These are not glitter. This is, to me, glitter is the micro-sized fiber or thing. It's sort of this, but cut down even further. So this is the smallest that I will ever go, because this you can actually, if you use the right removal techniques, i.e. Scotch tape or other kinds of sort of high stick tape, and you sort of go like that all over the patch, you will be able to pick up 100% of them. Whereas glitter, good luck, Godspeed, you're never getting rid of it. Anyways, we all know my feelings on glitter. We need not go into them. And my opinions about glitter is only about glitter as it relates to inside my house. I adore the visual effect of glitter to the power of the sun. It is gorgeous. Okay, so we're back to this question of which one do I use? I really should do this one, shouldn't I? Let's do that one. Yes, okay. So how do I want to do this then? So I have got this piece of foam core. It's sort of kids' craft foam. And I have this so that I can get a frame around this. And this frame will give these items enough space so that they can shake freely. So that's my plan anyways. We'll do one and we'll see how it works. And there may be tears, we never know. Now I could do that. Sure, why not? Why not? It has to be that size then, because I need a border. This is about 5/8 of an inch. There we are. Okay. Practically finished. This grit's bugging me. Now I can do one of two things. I can just take this and create a frame right at the edge. Let's try that. Okay, come on, you can do it. What is this going to be? 1, 2, 3 7/8. Gosh, this cuts like butter. It's beautiful. And then, how tall? No, it's this way. Knew there was something wrong. Oh, 6 inches. What do you know? What do you know? There. This should go on this. Yep. Okay, so we've got a lot of space. So what do we want to do as distances? I need a pen. There's one over here. I'll be right back. Well, I'm not really going anywhere. I'm just going around. I'm not gonna lie, brown is possibly not the best color to do this. So what do I want to do? What is going to be... Yeah, 3/8. So I am just going to make 3/8 lines. There. Let's do that one just a... Okay, now where's my scissors? And I'm going corner to corner so that it becomes easier to cut out. Yes, I'm going to use scissors to cut it out. Just debating with myself. There's one. There's two. There's three. There. Where'd my thing go? Here we are. So that's going to go on like that. I feel like it needs a little quality tomatoes. Sure, done, sold. Oh my goodness. Just stick the sticker on, Mary Ellen. My goodness. There we are. Doesn't need to last 100 years, just until tomorrow. So then, that's what's going to happen there. Right. I am doing, just talking to myself in my head. So the next thing I want to do is paste this down to that. And I want to create a very specific seam that goes quite close to the edge of this so that I have 100% entrapment. Entrapment is a very important part of this particular craft piece of ephemera. Okay, I'm just going to keep that on the side for a second. Okay. The sort of smoothing down is just to make sure that I can get it right to the edge. All edges generally covered. Looks good. Good luck, Godspeed. Pardon my fat head if I'm in the way. Oh, it worked. Okay, so I'm just going to use this ruler as a way of being able to evenly put, is there a crack? No, it's just glue. Of course it's glue. To evenly get all of these things pressed down. Now I've got glue all over my hands. Okay, so next 100 yards, what do we want to do here? Well, after all that, the yellow doesn't look all that useful, which is kind of hilarious. What does this orange look like? Is this orange? These are stars. Oh dear. This is heart confetti. Can I just have star confetti? Star confetti. These little beely balls. I suppose I could have 2 of those. How about the green? There, that looks a little better. And then actual seeds, because we have these out. This might be one of the ones that I've glued. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, this is good. This might end badly. So. Nope. Okay, that is not a lot. Okay, stop. There we are. Oh, this is just so dangerous. Okay. Then I need a, oh dear. Okay, let's get that out of the way anyways. Pardon my reach. That goes over there. Why did I do it like this? Okay, I have no more workspace. And I have all those rolly bits. What is it that Cindy said? Do as I say, not as I do? 100%. So, step 1, 6 inches. That I can barely see on. Oi! Try that. There we go. And what did we say this was? 3 7/8. Okay. Yep. Okay, now what we need to do is glue that onto there with the same edge idea that we had before. And it probably would have been better had I put this into a holding vessel, put the glue on, pop it in, and then the cover. But that's not what we did. Okay. That's okay, that was just a piece of washi tape. Easy, easy. Okay. And then you pop that on, that, and we do another pressy press. With any luck, this is trapped. So the next thing that I want to do, or I can do, is I can back it with a piece of like coffee dyed paper or cardboard, and then also put on a frame and then sew it. But this is really the danger part. You can see it is got a pretty good seam. Now I could shake it and do all kinds of things, but if I do, it will stick to the glue, so I'm just gonna shift that ever so carefully off to the side. And next thing I need to do is get a masking tape, not masking tape, this tape would work. So this is more of the card. And we know, now these dimensions should be a lot easier to do. Oops, careful. Where's the 6? Yes, okay. Get it on the table. There we are. This is 3 7/8, much easier to measure when it's not clear plastic on a dark color. Oh yeah. So when I get started on my new journal, I get the opportunity to get a new blade, change the blade. Because changing the blade every project, I think, is a good rule for making sure you always have something that's sharp in the works. Okay, so there's the back. Goes like that. And what did we do? 3/8? We did 3/8. So what do we do for frame? Oh my goodness, you always have something to say, don't you, Boo Cat? Always have something to say. No. Oh, I lose the plot so easily. She likes the color red, so I wonder what that would do. That would be fun. Is that 3/8? Oh, it's a 1/2 inch. So this is me being, I would call, I could just do it on top. I need a test. It's nice to have a bin right beside you. There we are. So that you can easily retrieve the stuff. So it goes this way, then this way, and then I want to try this. Where's the edge? Come on. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, that would work. Okay, so what I will do is, this still hasn't dried yet, so I am going to not make us all wait and sit and watch glue dry. But when it does dry, I am going to glue this card to the back. I'm going to sew around the edge, and then I'm going to edge with this tape, and hopefully we will have a shaker card that shakes and works. So that's it for, let's see, where are we at here? We've done the button cards, we've done one of the shaker cards, so tomorrow might be notepads, and I probably will do some jelly printing, but I'm not so sure that I would be doing greeting cards. But that's okay, that is okay. We are doing what we can with what we have, and we are filling this journal. I am looking forward to having this journal done by end of week, so we can do a flip through Friday on this book and then give it out to the Forever Home shortly thereafter. And then we will be working full-time on our Apple journal. And I have lots of things to say because I've already started to do some preliminary pulling of items and looking for stuff, and some interesting things have come to light and has pushed me into a interesting creative space. So I will of course take you along on the journey, and we'll have fun as we carry on. So thanks so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more episodes, and we'll see you real soon. Bye now.